Oh boy, more content regarding mystery packs to talk about today. This has been one it's a good thing. So appreciate everybody sticking with me over the last few days. I'm basically done. Going to be heading home here shortly and going to be doing regular content once again. Thanks everybody for checking up on me. Thanks everybody for, keeping the good words and keeping the good things in my heart and all that stuff, and genuinely just, keeping me in mind. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. I've learned a whole hell of a lot about fuel systems now. I could probably tear apart quite a few of them and just go to town and stuff, but the fruits of the labor have paid off. Everything's going to be fine. I'm just, going to hang out here, and then I'll see you guys home here shortly. But want to talk about something that's been keeping me sane. I've been watching a lot of other people's content, been watching a lot of other of the creators. I really do want to actually talk about Card Party and the people I met there, but I really wanted to do that when I got home. I might still do that. It might be a little late. We'll see what happens. But one of the things I've been watching a lot lately, one of the things that actually has been keeping me relatively entertained was Ryan. Cool Trainer Ryan, of course, go figure, one of my favorite people here. But what he's been doing lately, and what I like a lot, was him actually reviewing the mystery packs of the YouTubers, whether it be the Vault, the Unlisted Leaf, the PokeRev 5.0 Mystery Super Fudgy Delicious Super fucking good packs, and then his most recent victim going through them like the Grim Reaper, just cutting them all down, just giving them their honest takes, giving the old Gordon Ramsay, giving all the John Taffer, going in there, shoving his fist right up their ass and giving that. It's the shiny Vert packs, the shiny Vert, little Nathaniel, little short stack packs that he was going over that stuff. He went over that today, and I thought that was a very good, very entertaining, very nice video. Now look, I know, like, I don't think they're necessarily scams. I mean, if you want to gamble on that stuff, that's completely your call. People are putting the odds of what you're going to get. They're basically all following the same tier that PokeRev set up for themselves. Different colored tiers, different chances of getting vintage packs, higher tiered ones and all that stuff. I get the appeal. I get why people want it. Now, look, just because I don't think it's an outright fucking scam, I don't like that product. I don't think that's a very good product. You'll never see me shelling it. You'll never see me actually pushing it towards anybody. I don't think it's just very good. I think there's better ways you can spend your money. I personally like buying singles. I personally like buying product and just opening it directly like that. I like cutting out the middleman. I like doing it myself. I like doing all that stuff myself. I like fixing my car myself. I like fucking opening my packs myself. I like chewing my food myself. I like wiping my own ass. I like doing things myself, okay? I don't want to have any other, like, I don't want any extra interference on any of that stuff, okay? But I get why people like it, and I get why people are interested in that stuff. And I think Ryan's doing a really good service actually going through and reviewing them and showing the goods and the bads all this stuff has, because some of them do have some good things. Like, I mean, like Vault, he did that about 7 months ago, and that's when I was really liking what was going on. Vault had a pretty good pack selection of lineup, like we know when you get the 5 standard ones. There's a pretty good selection of that. He went over the entire process of it. He gave it a pretty fair review. I don't think everything about it was perfect, but I think Vault was doing a relatively good job with what he had. The pack selection was fine. It was a good mix of the Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, and the actual, silver tier and all that other stuff. It did have some decent black and white packs and stuff in that too. I don't think he got a gold tier, the highest tier, so no real chance to actually review the vintage pack, something like that. But I mean, I get it. I do understand why people like it, and I do think people having the option to go to someone who's not going to just suck the cock of all these things and actually just fucking deep throat these nice little packs here and say it's the best thing ever. I think it's a nice option for people to actually look at and get a real take. Ryan does order them with like just his name. I don't think he goes by Cool Trainer Ryan or anything like that. Then he went to the Unlisted Leaf ones, and I mean, he did order those with his name. It did kind of seem like he did get a little bit more of the higher tier stuff, and the Unlisted Leaf opening, in my personal opinion, I think the Unlisted Leaf ones were the worst ones by far from what I've seen. The pack lineup just was kind of garbage doo-doo, like it was the same thing every time. Not necessarily what you're wanting. I mean, mind you, all of these cost about like 50, 60 bucks. And then Ryan did get a silver. He got like one of the highest tier things right there. You know what he pulled out of that silver tier? You know what he actually fucking pulled out of that? He pulled an Evolutions pack out of it. Yes, Evolutions. The second worst set that's ever been printed. Like, it's just a fucking reprint of a set that's already been done. It's not even that good either. The best part about that set is the Misty and Brock card that come in there. The actual trainers. I like those gold border trainers. I even like a couple of the full arts. I think the Dragonite, the Pidgeot, I think those are fine. But like, other than that, it's just a fucking rehash of a set we already got. At least 151 did something different. At least it gave us like different SIRs and art. Sure, some of them were inspired. I think Evolutions is trash. That's just me. I've always thought it was trash. 2016, I thought it was trash. 2018, I thought it was trash. 2020, I thought it was trash. 2024, I think it's trash. But in my opinion, I think the Unlisted Leaf ones, they got the review they deserved. It was a little weird. I think he included it was like a link to like a video or something like that, and I thought that was pretty funny. And then the PokeRev packs, we all saw him go over those, and basically he got all green. He got shafted, prompted the review, and basically the the whole backlash, the whole drama that was going on with that stuff, where people were complaining about a $3 increase while the packs prices are all going up, and everybody was going to baby Wawa feelings about things and all that stuff. I do, once again, understand the criticism of Rev opening his own packs. He probably shouldn't be doing it. I don't think really anybody should be opening their own packs. I think it's just a bad optic. It looks weird, and it is kind of a fair criticism and complaint, especially if people are getting good stuff. You can't really argue it. You can't really say like, oh, well, I mean, he's like opening stuff and getting his own stuff from it. That is going to make people want to get it, and ultimately there are going to be people that don't trust it and think it's not fair, it's not random, and I mean, like, what are you going to do to disprove that stuff? No, it's not. You're not going to win that argument, unfortunately. So in my personal opinion, you shouldn't open them. And then, of course, shiny Vert packs. The little shiny Vert short stack, little Nathaniel packs, the little goody gumdrop, the lollipop guild packs, man. These ones, this was an interesting one because I've actually never seen anyone just like rip into them and actually go into it from a critical standpoint. I've seen people open them, but usually, you know, they like Vert. They're going to support him, and Vert's a nice enough guy. People like throwing him a little bit of money. This one was pretty critical, and I think there were some good points that were brought up. So first of all, Ryan didn't absolutely hate them. He said the pack selection was pretty good, but you only get 4 booster packs guaranteed instead of 5 like everybody else. But you do still get the different color tiers and all that stuff. So green, you get an extra pack. So ultimately, you're sitting with 5. The added appeal for a Vert pack is you get something that's called a God pack, a shiny Vert God pack. And I thought this was really interesting because I hadn't really seen this at all. Basically, instead of an extra pack, Vert throws in like a few other cards. Like it's like a EX, a V, with a chance of getting like a full art or something like that. Like you get higher tiered God packs. And it's going to be like bulk Vs and EXs with like a little bit of full arts and something like that. Plus, like, I think Ryan did actually end up getting a good one. I think he got like a silver tier or whatever the second highest tier was. And look, I like the card he pulled from it, but he ended up pulling a Rainbow Trainer out of there and not really necessarily one of the good ones. That's a higher tier one. Mind you, people are still paying $50 to $60 for these. He pulled a Rainbow Raihan from it. And look, I get it. I understand that is technically a better card, but Ryan straight up said you should probably include a different booster pack in there. You should probably include a better booster pack in the entirety of all that stuff instead of just like this God pack little Vert thing that's going on like that. I completely agree. I think that's good criticism. And I think that is something that actually benefit his mystery packs a little better. Just throw another slab in there. I understand for the sake of the budget, man, but take that budget they're using for those EXs and those Vs and those full arts for the God packs. Just throw another pack in there, man. All you gotta do is throw just another higher tier pack in there if you can somehow work in the budget. Dude, just another Sword and Shield pack. Throw a Brilliant Stars in there. Throw a fucking, like, if Evolving Skies. I know that's probably hard to swing. But if you can throw something like, even, I don't know, like a Lost Origin pack or like anything like that that people are generally liking, you'd probably do a little bit better with that stuff. People are getting 6 solid packs with a chance of getting something a little bit better. And Ryan did end up actually getting a black and white pack out of there too. Way better than a fucking Evolutions pack. I know some people, like, I don't understand the love for Evolutions, by the way. But it was a fair criticism. It was something I think people fucking need to hear. And I do think there's actually some good solid things that come out of that. I don't like mystery packs. I don't like it. You're not going to see me reviewing that shit. But I'm glad Ryan does exist to actually go through, judge his friends fairly when it comes to that stuff, and ultimately be a good person and be like, man, like, here's the good stuff about it, here's the crappy stuff about it. Ryan doesn't give a fuck about people's mystery packs. He doesn't care about any of that, and it's very clear to tell. The feedback is solid. The things that he's getting from that are great, and I really do think, like, people should be able to take stuff from that. But I do like that. I'm very curious to see what the Dean and Chloe ones are going to look like, because once again, I don't know anything about those either. They look very similar to the Unlisted Leaf ones, so maybe similar tier. I don't know. You could just tell those ones are going to be weird because of that fly that was going around over there when he was opening those stinky Unlisted Leaf packs. Just kidding, of course, but at the same time, I mean, some of that criticism did stand. Maybe diversify your packs up a little bit. Maybe don't just throw Shining Fates and like whatever else you had in there too. It did get stale pretty quickly. And Evolutions as a top tier pack, that I agree with Ryan. That's fucking that's unforgivable for any of that stuff. Evolutions. I don't know why people treat that set like it's top tier. That's all I got. Appreciate it, Virgin. See you later. Hopefully I'll be back soon, making the regular style videos, doing my regular thing. By the way, appreciate people that are checking out the page and all that stuff too. I'm almost at 20K, and that's not because of me. That's not because of any of the content I'm making. That's 100% because of you guys tuning in, listening to what the fuck I have to say, just leaving comments, stuff like that. I love hearing what people have to say, even on the last video, whether you like the content, whether you didn't like it, whether you like me, whether you don't. I just like that people have a spot that they can say whatever they want. They can drop whatever they want. They can have the conversations they want to. Within reason, of course. Don't fucking be racist or anything like that. But you can say what you want. You don't have to agree with anybody. And you're free to drop whatever you want. That's all I got. Appreciate it, Virgin Sealer. I don't like mystery packs. I really don't. I don't know. Just buy some singles, man. Buy like do something else. But if you do have, sure, watch the Ryan reviews.